Hello, I am Peaches and your host of On Location TV. He has become an internet success after being in the path of a tornado that ripped through Clinton, Mississippi. He is here today to share that experience and also how his AKA, the Hamburger Man, has gained him fame, being mentioned on the nationally famed TV show Jimmy Kimmel Live. My guest today is Eric Hubbard, and we are going to take a break and we'll be right back with the rest of the show. We're back and you're watching On Location TV with my guest today, Eric Hubbard, the Hamburger Man. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Well, I'm glad you came to be on the show with me today.
I'm glad y'all invited me. Thank you.
We're going to find out some information about who the Hamburger Man is.
Okay.
But welcome to my house.
Okay. Thank
And
you.
I want to make sure that you're comfortable sitting back, enjoying our conversation, and just kind of talk about
Okay.
all different kind of stuff about the Hamburger Man.
Okay.
Now, we're going to get to that a little bit later
Okay.
as to how you got that name. But you were involved in a tornado that I think that may have linked you to that name.
Yes.
But even before we get to that part of it, I know a little information about who is Eric Hubbard. But I want the audience to know. So, who is Eric Hubbard?
Okay. I'm Eric Hubbard, and I grew up in Jackson, Mississippi. My mom and daddy. And I have, one brother and 3 sisters.
Uh-huh.
So it's 5 of us. I graduated from Provine
Oh, okay.
back in
Provine.
2002.
Uh-huh.
Yes, and grew up in the church, Greater Bethlehem Temple,
Okay.
Bishop Coleman,
Okay. Okay. Right there on the corner of Robinson Road.
Robinson and Prince.
Robinson Road and Printing.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
And I just been just trying to hang in there.
Just trying to be Eric, huh?
It's,
So, just trying to be Eric
just
and make
trying
it
to
in
be
this
Eric.
world, huh?
Yes,
That's pretty much it.
yes.
But we're going to jump right into really why I asked you to come on the show.
Okay.
Of course, we knew about the devastation that hit Clinton, Mississippi, and a portion of Northside Drive. And I think in the opening I said that you were basically in Clinton, and that
Yeah.
wasn't really quite where the point where you were. You were on Northside Drive?
On Northside Drive in Norwest Hills,
Oh,
the
okay.
neighborhood.
Okay. Were you at that McDonald's?
Nah, I had just left McDonald's.
Oh, okay. So you had just left McDonald's.
Yeah, I had just left McDonald's.
Okay,
And I,
okay.
And I pulled on the side, finna go in the house.
Uh-huh.
And that's when I seen the tornado. But before I seen the tornado, me and my homeboy finna go in the house and play the video game.
Uh-huh.
But he had said, man, let's go and eat in the car, you know. So I said, all right, let's go and eat in the car right quick, man.
So you were sitting
Yeah,
in the car,
I was sitting in the car.
and your friend was also in the car with you?
Yeah, he was driving.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was driving. So I looked over there. We stay on the, where my mom stay on the dead end,
Uh-huh.
and by Hawkins Field, and I seen a tornado coming up the field. And I was finna get ready to eat the hamburger.
So
And
you were inside the
yeah,
car?
I was inside the car.
getting ready to do
I was finna eat it. But the tornado came through so fast, and I was focused on it because I haven't never seen one like that before.
Uh-huh.
And it just ripped the car up, and it took the hamburger.
So just took it,
It
like,
took it.
if you holding this,
I was like this. It took the hamburger. I don't know where the hamburger went to.
so it flew out the window?
Man, I don't know. The tornado ate it, I guess.
So did you have the window down?
Nah, the tornado bust the glasses.
Okay.
It
So
bust
you
all
were
that
sitting in this car,
on the passenger side.
and so did it turn the vehicle?
Yeah, the car went in the air twice. Picked it up, threw it down, picked it up, threw it down. But by the time it did all that, it had already took the hamburger.
So it was gone.
It had been gone.
And you
by
had
then.
fries,
Fries and drink.
drink.
That's it.
But the most important thing, after all of that you had went through, you and your friend was able to tell that story.
Oh yeah.
So you came out alive.
Yes, man. Yeah.
Not a scratch.
No scratch.
Nothing?
No scratches. Most people think it's, you know, it's funny and in the long run. But
Yeah,
yeah,
and
you know, most people try to throw little jokes about this man complaining about a hamburger, but nah, it wasn't. I ain't complaining about it.
it's just what
I'm
happened.
just telling you what I went through.
Right.
I was finna give her to eat the hamburger, fry, and drink, and the tornado took it.
Right, right. So
Yeah.
you were just in the midst of what was going on.
Yeah, I was in the midst of it. So it ain't that I'm worried about no hamburger now.
Right, right. Because it's just like,
it's just a hamburger.
right.
You know.
But you have to connect it with that, because it's just like saying, if we were sitting here and a tornado came, we're going to tell a story about what we were doing.
Yeah, that's what we were doing.
And so that's what
I was doing, finna eat my hamburger from McDonald's. And the tornadoes wanted the bad that I did, and it swept it out my hand.
It just took it away.
Just took it away. The bag, the hamburger, the mac chicken bag, where the double cheeseburger bag was in the backyard where the dog was.
Really?
Yeah, back there with a German Shepherd.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So let's focus in on, like I said, we want to talk about that, because that has actually, after that, people in the TV, different TV stations focused in on that, and gave you the AKA, also known as the Hamburger Man.
Yes.
And they interviewed you. I saw that interview on TV. But I want to focus also on the devastation that happened right there on Northside Drive. Of course, you know, we can see the devastation with Malaco. We saw what happened in Clinton, about how it just ripped up everything. Now, I want to find out how you were connected, so to speak, affected by the tornado. Your family?
Okay, yeah. So we was at the house. My mama stayed at the house. So the tornado had ripped the whole house, so the whole back. I was finna run in the house, but then the tornado had already tore the house, the whole back end off the house. So it wasn't no back. It just left the front.
So who was in the house? You say your mom?
Nah, she was at work.
Okay.
So when nobody in the house, I was finna get ready to go in the house, and the couch I was finna sit on, it had ripped it up. Trees, everything was in the house.
So it was in the master's plan to leave you.
To leave me in the car.
With that hamburger.
Yes.
Fries and drink.
Fries and drink.
That was his plan.
Yes.
To keep you safe, you and your friends safe. So we have to look at it from that aspect, so to speak. Because like I said, you know, we're talking about it, we're having fun about it. That's been the whole thing. That has taken you to be, so to speak, an internet success. People have been listening and reading about that part of it. But I wanted to bring you in to talk about the serious part of it, as well as how this has affected you in that sense as being an internet success. Now, you were also mentioned on Jimmy Kimmel Live. Did you even know who Jimmy Kimmel was?
I didn't know who he was. I didn't know who he was.
Because most people, you know, we watch him a little bit. I don't watch him that much, but of course I know who he is.
I didn't know who he was.
He even mentioned you. He's out of, you know, he's with a big TV. He's nationally. So that went all over his show, and I think a few other shows.
The Lopez show.
Right. Yeah. The he's not Mexican. He's. I can't think of what it is, but yeah, Lopez, and people know who that is. But he's a comedian, but he has a show. So it went, like I said, it went over lots of different shows.
So it did.
And so, did you expect that?
No, I didn't expect that. I was just telling people what happened.
You just telling your story.
When I look up, it was all on the internet.
So, how has that changed? How has it made it different, so to speak, since all of this has happened?
Man, it done been different, man. Cause everywhere I go, people want to take pictures. The kids, I went to church. All the kids, I'm taking pictures in the church with all the kids. Then I went to Jerry's Fish House out there in Florence, and the old lady said, "Is you that hamburger man?" I said, "Yes, ma'am." And it surprised me because she know who I was, you know.
Right.
Out there in Florence.
Okay. So you've had a lots of contact. I know that you're on Facebook. So has that, since this has happened, has the Facebook friends list
Man, I ain't never had that.
blew
many
up.
friends.
Before you answer that, we're going to take a break. Because
Okay.
they're saying,
Yeah.
we're going to take a break, but I want you to come back and we're going to answer that. So we're going to
Okay.
take a break and we'll be right back.
All right.
On Location TV, Sundays 8:30 p.m. and Tuesdays 7:30 p.m. on Comcast Cable Channel 18, Ped Network.